Hello, everyone. Abdel here from Success Generator. Hope you guys are doing great. So, we help experts like coaches and consultants build highly converting sales funnels and easily add another five figure to their revenue. And today, I'm going to be showing you how you can build a complete application funnel, in just one simple try, right? This application funnel will include a template that I used for a real project with my client. All right, it is a real template with real content for my clients. So you can have an idea about how to set yours as well. But also, I'm going to include a link where you can get this free template, and I'm also going to be recommending free tools or free alternatives to other paid tools that are well known and widely used within this type of funnels and scenarios. All right, so let's get started. Now, who's this for? What's this video for? It is for anyone designed to launch a new coaching or consulting business. All right, if you're thinking about switching to coaching or monetizing your expertise in coaching or consulting, this is for you. All right, any coach or consultant who has recently launched their business. So if you've just launched your business and you're looking for ways to optimize your traffic, the traffic that you get, probably you have a couple of social media apps where you post content and try to show up in front of your audience. So this is for you as well, right? And it is also for any coach or consultant who are looking to scale their business. So, for example, you've been doing coaching and consulting for maybe like 1 year or so, and you're looking for a way to optimize what you already have and scale your business without necessarily having to do more work. All right, this is great for you because you probably have people already checking out your offer, people interested in working with you, but maybe they're not converting very well. So this is going to help you, scale your business without spending any more on ads or without creating any additional content. All right. So the tools that we will be using, we'll be using mainly ClickFunnels 1.0. Right. There is ClickFunnels 2.0, but I recommend ClickFunnels 1.0 for this one because it is enough, right? Certainly, the newer version has advanced features and things that are not available here, but we're not gonna use them. And additionally, that version is somewhat buggy for now. So ClickFunnels 1.0 or the first version is highly stable. All right, at least to my experience, I've never encountered any major issue with the platform. It is stable. It is a reliable, and their support team it's top notch. All right. So yeah, the template that I'm gonna use is going to only work with ClickFunnels and the first version of ClickFunnels. It's not going to work with the second version, and it's not going to work with any other version. But you can build that page or that funnel using any similar tool. And I have a trick. All right, I have a trick I can share with you on how you can get this template into another platform. Basically, what you can do is create an account in ClickFunnels, get the template, and then go, for example, to Go High Level or Systems.io or GrooveFunnels, and they have, I think all of these three options have a feature where you can copy the page from ClickFunnels to that account, all right, to that app. So it's going just like to copy whatever you have on ClickFunnels, and you can get it on the other apps, all right? So the second tool is MailerLite, which is an autoresponder and email marketing tool, which is a free tool. They have paid plans, of course, but they have also a free plan that you can definitely use, which offers you, I think it's free up to 2,500 subscribers or so. Yeah, which is a great tool for beginners. I mean, when you have 2,500 of subscribers you can definitely afford to pay. I mean, unless you're, I'm not sure what you're doing to not monetize those subscribers. The other tool is Zapier, which is an automation tool. We're going to use it to communicate with Clickfunnels and MailerLite because they do not natively have an integration, right? So we need Zapier to integrate these tools and have them communicate with each other so we can set up sequences. And the last tool is called Zcal, which is a free alternative to Calendly, well-known Calendly. Now, Calendly, you might say, it's free. Yes, but the feature that we need with this funnel is going to be in the paid versions of Calendly. Now, we're going to use Zcal to use that feature for free, all right? And it works just fine, actually, it's a great tool. It's a great tool. I've recently discovered it, and it's an awesome tool. All right, so we can use on this funnel. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to explore the process map for this funnel. I'm going to explain to you what this funnel is, and then we're going to start building this funnel out. All right, let's go. All right, so what you see now is the process, or the funnel process that we're going to build today in this video. All right, so an application funnel is a funnel that is focused on getting you applications or calls, all right, with your ideal customer. Now, probably right now using maybe a website, all right, in your social media, and or maybe sending people straight to a Calendly page where they can book an appointment, all right, or maybe you're even using one of those Linktree pages, all right, with giving them multiple options, and maybe a podcast, or maybe a website, or if you have a store, or if you have a book or something like that. And those three options are all not very good, and they are hurting your business more than you think. Why? Because at this stage of your business, you're just starting out. All right, maybe you have started coaching a year or so, but you're still a beginner, right? You're not really, you don't have really an established business or an established brand, right? And when you do that, you're actually hurting your business, because when you send people to a website or a Calendly page, or a Linktree page, you're not giving them exactly what they want. You might ask, what do they really want? I'm going to tell you. People come to you because you attracted them with something, right? Whether it is your content, it is your ad, or something like that, all right? And they come to you because they're attracted, so they start consuming your content. They understand a little bit what you do and who you are and how you help them. Now, they still have questions. So what do you think they do? They're going to check the link in your socials. A lot of people will not come to your DMs and ask questions. And also, not a lot of people are going to consume every piece of content that you have. You might have probably, given a piece of content that is long, that explains a little bit what you do, and gives them more answers. But it might have been buried under other content, so they will not be able to find it, or they don't have the time to scroll and view every piece of content that you have created. So what they do is they click on the link on your bio, all right? And they get to their destination, or the destination that you have selected for them, with questions. And when you send them to websites, it's just going to make the things confusing for them, all right? And they are presented with a bunch of options, a bunch of links, a bunch of pages, and they really do not care about that. They really do not care about your podcast, about your blog posts, about your about page, right? They just want answers to their questions. They just want to know more how you can help them. And a website is not going to do that. A website is actually really bad for your business right now, unless your industry requires it, and you can use it just as a form of establishing, credibility, and just like to appear as a serious business. But it's not going to be good to generate money and income for your business, as well as sending people, which is worse, to straight up to a Calendly page, right, where they can just enter their names and emails and book an appointment. It's not going to work, all right? This is going to work with people who have already show high interest of becoming your clients. Same thing with a link tree page, where you send them to a page with multiple links and you give them more confusion. But in reality, you have to be making that decision for them, all right? Ideally, this is what happens. You make the decision for them on what they see, where they go, and how they interact with your sales funnel. And an application funnel does just that. So as you can see here, we have our traffic sources and we have our first page, which is a booking page or an application page, or as you might want to call it, just like an information page, right? This page is going to have a bold headline and is going to have a video in there, which is a short VSL, 3, 5, 6 minutes, not more, right? Because just have to make it quick to explain what you do and how you do it and what is it exactly you offering them during that page. So the main purpose of this page is to answer the most urgent questions they might have about you, about the problem they're facing, and what is the solution that you are offering, and what is the value or what is the action that you are asking them to do, and what is the value they get after taking that action. All right. The action is simply to book or apply for a free call. And the reward is once they are on a free call, you're going to answer the questions, other additional questions. You're going to give them a free, give them value on how they can go about, improving their situation. Whatever you do, whatever you help your clients do. All right. Now, after that, we're going to have an application pop up. In this case, we're not going to have this exactly. We're going to redirect people to a questionnaire where they can answer a few questions, and then they can book an appointment. But it is not a confirmed appointment because we're going to review their application, and then after booking or applying, they're going to be presented with an instructions page, right? Which is a thank you page, but it includes more than a thank you page. It is a page where they get more instructions about what's going to happen, all right? That you're going to review that application, but also you're going to give them some kind of work to do, all right? You want them to be engaged with your call, with your process. You don't want them to just forget about the call. You want them to get engaged, to do some work, to get ready for the call. So they get excited, they're looking forward to the call. It's not just something random that they do and they forget about, all right? And after that, we're going to review their application. We're going to send them an email if the application is accepted, and another email if the application is rejected here, all right? And other bunch of reminder emails, and then we're going to have them on a call and accept or offer them, to join the program, and then we're going to send them the checkout page. Now, our process today is going to happen. It is going to stop here. All right. These are just not really things that we have to have a checkout page for, but if you have any questions on how to do it, let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to show you how to do it. All right. Generally, you can just send them an invoice via Stripe. Right. I use Stripe to have them pay during the call. That would be ideal, and then just congratulations on that decision and start an onboarding process. So the onboarding process, we're gonna do that in another video. All right. Now, yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about this process, you can let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. All right. Now let's jump to my Clickfunnels account and start working on this funnel. We are in my Clickfunnels account. This is what Clickfunnels Classic looks like. All right. Clickfunnels 1.0. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to funnels. I have already set up the funnel, and it is not something that is very complicated. In your case, you're just going to click on the link in the description, and you're going to land, if you're logged into your Clickfunnels account, you're going to land on a page that is similar to this, and it's going to ask you to copy the funnel into your to your account. All right, and you're going to have that template ready. So I have already set up the template here. This is the funnel application funnel template, and this is the pages. So this is the booking page, which is right here. All right, and this is the instructions page, which is just right here. And this is another step that we're going to see. All right, so let me just like enter and show you a little bit what we're dealing with here. So this is a real project that I've done recently for one of my clients. All right, the project is called Launch Your Launch Product Career, and as you can see, we have a bold headline here: learn how we can land you more interviews than you'll need to secure a product manager role without visiting any job board or prior experience, all in just 12 weeks, guaranteed. All right, and we have a sub headline here, and we have a VSL, or short VSL. All right, it's like around 6 minutes or so. All right, and we have a very big call to action here, which is simply getting them to apply for the program. All right, or just like for a free call. All right, now as you can see here, we have another section where they expand, all right, about what the program is. And this is not you're not restricted on how I did it. All right, you can use it in a sales letter style where you can have like a big headline and a bunch of text where you can explain what you do. I'd like to on this project, I prefer to use this approach. All right, because this this is a program where they have a bunch of features, and you wanted to actually present those features. And this specific audience actually is attracted with this kind of outcome. All right, as you can see here, no more dead-end applications or job board doom scrolling, no more theories and fruitless trainings about what actually is a product manager. Easily translate your expertise and use it to your advantage. No more sterile resumes that can't even get past a robot. Say goodbye to overwhelming and stressful interviews. All right, and another call to action here, and we have another thing here which very useful. What would it do to your career if all we could help you achieve was, and the copy goes on. So you can use this same structure for your application funnel. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're a coach or a consultant, this works very, very well if you have an offer that is similar to this. I mean, I'm sure you do, because what else are you going to offer? If you're selling a course, it's not going to be this funnel, right? A course is not. Obviously, there are some exceptions, but I don't see myself selling a course using this. You would be building a real sales funnel for the course, but this one is actually an application funnel that is meant to get people to apply for your program. And just like a field call where you can ask them a bunch of questions, give them value, and see if they are a good fit for the program. All right. So this page works great for high ticket offers, and speaking about like $2,000 and more, even low or mid ticket offer, not low ticket, mid ticket offers. For $1,500 if you're charging people $1,500 a month, or $1,500 for a program. This exact program starting price is $3,600, and it will get expensive with time. All right, so this works really, really well. Let's have a preview of the page. All right, so so this is the owner of the business. All right, as you can see, we have a VSL here, and yeah, with a sticky option here so people can see. All right, and yeah, I mean that's it. All you need. That's you can go right ahead and use this template in your business with your offer and just like mimic what I'm doing here. All right, obviously you have to change the content. Now let's exit. We're not going to change anything here. let's have a look at the instructions page, right? So as you can see, this is the instructions page. Thank you for your application. You have never been this close to becoming a product manager. You can change this with whatever you have, all right? You have never been this close to becoming, for example, or to having a like a beautiful body, right? Or to earning, 5K a month, or to becoming a powerful individual, something like that. Whatever your offer is. I'm just like throwing things here in the air. All right. So as you can see, also here important. Please check your inbox and spam folder. This is important because sometimes emails end up in people's spam folders, and we don't want that. So we ask them to do, and also ask them a few other tasks that you're gonna see. So heads up, while we review your application, please watch the video below for instructions on how to best prepare for our appointment, right? Another video that is not very long, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, where you thank them for their application, explain the process, how it's going to be, and what you're going to do is you're going to give them other instructions. I'm going to give you an idea of what are these instructions for, all right? So we strive to identify and help people who are the best fit for our service, and we appreciate if you could make sure you follow the instructions below, all right? So some of these instructions can be used with your program, right? With whatever offer you have, and others are specific to this exact service. So you might want to adapt those to your specific service. So step 1, check your inbox for details. Make sure emails are not in the spam folder. Step 2, add the event to your calendar, so you can definitely use this. Step 3, keep an eye on your inbox for several required questions that you answer that you have to answer in a Google or MS Word doc by replying to the email. All right. Step 4, block out at least 1 hour of your time. Step 5, write down any questions you might have. And step 6, if for any reason you think you won't be able to commit to the appointment, you can always request a schedule. All right. At least do it 48 hours in advance. So that's it. All right. That's pretty much it. This is your instructions page, and this, as you might have noticed, it's a very simple process. All right, you don't need to complicate things or to make things a lot more difficult for you at this stage of your business. This is all you need. You just need 2 pages and very good copyrighted work that would resonate with your ideal audience, and that would be it. All right, this is how you can start your business, or build a optimize the traffic that you have if you have an audience, or also scale your business. This works like a charm. All right, now what you do once you have this template, all right, how are you going to do? Now I'm going to show you first that you need to connect your domain. All right, so let's go to account settings. All right, and you're going to go to domains. All right, so I have here 2 subdomains of my own. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click on add a new domain. If you want to register a new domain, with Clickfunnels, they give you 1 free domain. All right, and if you have already registered a domain, but bear in mind, when you register a new domain with Clickfunnels, you cannot migrate that domain into another, company. For example, to MailChimp or GoDaddy, it is going to be only used with Clickfunnels, right? It's going to be your domain, but you cannot migrate that domain into another company. At least this is what I know and what's been done like since Clickfunnels were created. But if they change this setting, that's great. But this is what I have been, what I basically know, right? So you might want to ask their support team first before getting your domain here, right? Specifically, if it's not a test domain, but it's like a real domain, maybe with your real name or something like that. So you want to ask this the support first. Now, ideally, you're going to have a domain with a MailChimp or GoDaddy because they give you a lot of freedom or to do with your domain whatever you want. So you're going to go to add your own domain, and then you're going to add your own domain, all right? And if you are using Cloudflare to register your domain, you can check this, and it's going to be very, very easy too. All right. So for example, mydomain.com, and then just click add domain, and they will give you a bunch of instructions to follow. All right. So once your domain is secured, all right, is added and is verified, what you can do is go back to your domains and make sure you add an SSL certificate to it. All right. So for example, click on add a domain, right, and go to SSL once it is verified. All right, and click add SSL or verify or secure. All right, whatever option you have showing up at that time. So make sure that it is here. It is mentioned verified. All right, and so once you have that set up, let me go back to our funnel here. Go back to application funnel template, and you can go to settings and choose the domain that you want to associate with that funnel. All right, if you have connected a new domain, it's going to show up here, and just like, for example, I'm gonna order .successjourney.net, and we're going to click save and update. All right, so what's going to happen next is that, oops, no, I don't want to delete it. What's going to happen next is you're going to see your domain showing up, all right, in your URL. So that's what's going to happen. Now, that is all that we need to do for now in Clickfunnels, all right? So what we can do next, oh, I missed a really important part here. Let me just get back to it real quick, right? So here, this button, if we can go and preview. So what does this button do? Is when you click on it, it's going to trigger a pop-up. So this pop-up is going to is basically the form for them to get to the second step. So why do we add this and not send them straight to the second step? Because, all right, we want to get their information, all right? We don't want them to just visit the application page and not give us anything, all right? We want to collect some kind of information so we can use that in later, because if they clicked on the button, it means that they are somewhat interested, and we want to use that interest later. So maybe you can send them emails, maybe you can add them to your newsletter, right? And that is that works perfectly well. So let me just first show you how you can edit the pop-up. So you can go here and show pop-up, all right? If you want to add another field, you can just add element, and then you select an input area, all right? And maybe you want to collect the city or the state or the country or the SIP address, or you want to collect any kind of information. You can add a custom type and use your own, a phone number, for example, if you want to remind people with email, with SMS, or call them, right? Whatever you want to do, this is how you do, right? Let's just remove it right here, and make sure the button action actually to submit order or submit form, and that's it. All right, that's it. That's how you let us save here and exit. How you edit. All right, so now we're going to jump into our second tool that we're going to use, which is Zcal. All right, which will basically be our second step of this process before the instructions page. All right, so let's go. Let's start with the next tool, which is Zcal. So as I said, Zcal is a free alternative to Calendly, all right? And it offers a bunch of features that are usually paid with other scheduling tools, all right? So this is an account that I just set up to show you how you can also use it with your application funnel. So just go to Google and I was already in Google, and just type like Zcal, all right? And this is the first option that shows up. You go to Zcal, and you're going to set up your own. Already have opened it, so yep. Now, what we're gonna do is you're going to, Zcal have a great feature. I'm not sure if we need to, walk through the whole thing. So we're not going to make the video long, but actually offers you to, to add a video to your profile page, which is very good. It is a welcome video that you can add with sound that people will hear, and once they land on your application page, which is a nice feature to add, if you want to add more instructions to people once they want to apply. And this is your profile page, by the way, and you can add, I think, other videos for specific events. All right, and this feature is not available. I don't think it is available in any kind of scheduling tool out there, unless there's any another tool that I've not heard of. But all the major ones do not offer this, and I think this is a very nice feature, and it is free, right? It doesn't have a paid plan yet, so they're still developing the tool and constantly adding new features to it, right? As you can see, something new I just added, which is Zapier integration for Zcal. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new event. All right, we'll create a new link. So we're going to add a new link. You're going to have a bunch of options here: one-on-one invite, group invite, or meeting poll. So if you have a group call or a group coaching, you can use this. Or if you have a one-on-one invite, you can use this. So we're going to obviously use the one-on-one invite. All right, and let's just call it application funnel test. Right? Location, you're going to, for example, use Zoom. All right. Yeah, by the way, how you can connect to your Zoom, this is very important. All right. You go to your account, right? And you're going to calendar. You're going to connect your calendars. All right. And you're also going to connect your Zoom. So, and whenever you have a meeting, it's going to be linked to your calendar. So it's going to show up automatically in your calendar, but also it's going to give you the option to either host the meeting on Zoom or on Google Meets, right? So it's all going to be done automatically, and the link will be generated for you and your client or your prospect, and all you have to do is just like when the call date or time approaches, just click on that link and you will be automatically logged in to either Zoom or Google Meet, whatever you choose. And also your prospect is going to have to do the same. I'm sure you already hopped on calls before, and this is exactly how it's done, right? So here we're going to choose Zoom. All right, you can choose Google Meet or Microsoft Teams or whatever you're using, right? Zoom and Google Meets are the major ones. So let's go with Zoom. So you're gonna add a small description. Please take your time to answer the questions or the questionnaire, so we can have a better idea and understanding of your current situation. Yeah, whatever. Custom, you can use, for example, like a test, application test. You can create a personalized or custom URL that is easy to remember for you, right? Something that would, if you have a lot of URLs, you can give them like specific names, all right? In this case, we don't need to do that, but let's just like go right ahead with it. Application test, all right? Very good. You can add a cover photo, all right? So You can choose from Unsplash or upload or just like use a link. Let's go with, you know, yeah, this seems cool. All right, and here you can add a video. All right, here you can add a video. I cannot show you because I'm already using my camera, but you can record a video for this specific event, which is a very, very nice tool. Now, once we're done with this page, what we're going to do is we're going to click on next. All right. Now we're going to choose the duration of the event. How long would the call be? Ideally, it's going to be lasting 30 minutes, but sometimes it's going to be, up to 1 hour. Now, time slot increments, right? They actually give you a description. Whatever you hover your mouse to give you a description on the right side. So how frequently time slots are displayed, right? For example, 30 minutes increment creates slots 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. While 60-minute increments create slots 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So if for example you're having an event for an hour, the next it's going to be 1 hour after that, right? It's not just like after the event, all right? So it's going to give you time to rest, for example. 30 minutes, it's okay. So date range, when can people book an appointment, right? So you want it to be 3 days in the future, all right? For example, you don't want people to book an appointment for today because you already have planned things for today, or in the next 3 days because you already have a filled calendar. So this will give you a heads up for future appointments. So ideally, I go by 3 days, but 1 week is also good, all right? And here you can set up your availability. As you can see, I have already set up my availability for Zcal, right? And it's very easy to do. You can add, different intervals. For example, I am available from 6 to 7 and 10 to 3:30. This is 24-hour format, and from 9 to 12 a.m. All right, and this is only on, for example, today's. All right, and let's say Friday is different. Saturday and Sunday I'm not available, so you can delete any Saturday and Sunday availability, right? And you can do the same with whatever you want with other dates. So we're not going to waste any time on this because this is very easy, right? Let's click on next. Now we're gonna have questions. This is a very important step because you want to be asking questions to your prospect. You want to be qualifying them, and this is what the application is all about. This is another step to qualify your prospects. And an application funnel secret or success is tied to how much you qualify your prospects. If you don't qualify them through questions, you're going to end up with low quality calls. But if you qualify people through a strong copy on your application page, on your your first page or booking page, and so they know exactly if this is for them, and if they click, you're also going to push the qualification process further by asking them a few questions. All right. So I'm gonna give you an example of the question that I've used with this client, and you can take inspiration from that and create your own. All right. You might find questions that you can use, with your service. So the questions, what we have a name, we have an email address, we have phone number, we have this question: what is your primary motivation to become a product manager? Are you ready to commit at least 2 hours a week in order to be able to successfully pass through product management interviews and get your dream position? If investing in the Launch Product Career Program is a joint financial decision with your partner, parent, could we have your partner or parent available on the call? You may share their meeting link with them if applicable. At the end of your free consultation call, if we think you're ready and a good fit, we will offer you a place in the Launch Product Career Program. Would you be ready to make a financial investment during the discovery session? Please share your LinkedIn profile. Right? So these are not very thorough questions, as you might see, but they are important. right? To my client, this is how they initially know if the person is a good fit for the program or not, right? Additionally to the call that they're gonna have later on when they apply. So we're gonna add these questions to our Zcal meeting. So first question is going to be a name and an email, and they are a must or mandatory. All right, so we're gonna add a short text. All right, it's going to be, I think, your phone number, right? Phone number. Phone number. Doesn't have to be capital here, right? And it's like +1, +1, 0, 0, something like that. Just like +1 and all right. So another question, what is it? What is your primary motivation to become a product manager? So we're gonna copy that and short text. All right. I mean, it can do it, but let's do the long text. Let's long text. All right. Okay. So all the questions have to be required, right? We don't give optional questions unless it's a very specific scenario. So let's go with the second question here and add another long text. All right, another question. What is it? Exceeded I need to commit at least 2 hours a week in order to be. All right, so we need to resize this. Not sure how we were successful in adding this. So you already commit at least 2 hours. What is the maximum length? Let's not PM. No. What about now? Still? Yeah, let's not use that one. Whatever. Just for the sake of showing you, if investing, I'm sure this would not pass, and all right. Let's just try and use a different version of this. Right, to commit at least 2 hours a week in order to be able to successfully pass through product management interviews, get a dream position. Can you commit? Can you commit at least 2 hours a week to successfully get your dream position? Yeah, works. Let's add another one. If you were to invest in the program, let's not use the name. will you be making a joint financial decision? Wife, husband. What is it? The word partner. Partner. Parent, etc. Hope it's not too long. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's add another. Can you make, I think one downside to this app is that you cannot ask longer questions. I think in Calendly we don't have this problem, but obviously you can make your questions shorter. So, can you make a let's say, are you able to make a payment during our call if you think you're a good fit, if we think you're a good fit for the program? Yeah, good. All right, apply. So these are our questions. All right, now invite your local time zone. This means that wherever your prospect is, it's going to show up in their local time zone, which is very good. Show intro, we don't have any intro, so we're gonna deselect that. Show on your profile page if you want this event to show on your profile page. A profile page is just like a page where you have all of the events listed. If this is great for people who have a lot of services, and they usually share their profile page to people to choose what kind of event they wanna let's say book. All right, which is not really our thing, so we're gonna select that. You can select that if that's something you want to do. So limit max number of events. We're not going to do that. Minimum notice before the event by they actually explain to you here, avoid last minute booking by setting the minimum time between when an event is scheduled and when it starts. 6 hours. I'm gonna do 2 days. All right. And buffer before event, 15 minutes at least. Right. And email reminder. This is very good. I usually set email reminders 1 hour before because I'm gonna send other emails, all right, that are going to be tied to this this tool, all right. I'm losing my words here. Okay, allow guests if people can add other invitees. I mean, you can keep it selected, but if you don't want to do that, it's okay. Now, the feature that we were looking for specifically was Zcal, which is redirect on booking, because this is a paid feature on a lot of scheduling tools, including Calendly, right? And if you don't want to pay for Calendly, you can easily use one of these. You can easily use Zcal and use this feature. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pick the instructions page. I'm going to copy this link, all right? And we are going to paste this link here. So when people continue applying for our product, for our service, they're going to be automatically redirected to this page, which is an instructions page or thank you page, all right? That is the feature that we are looking for, and because all of these are already in Calendly, and Calendly does it best, to be honest, than Zcal when it comes to questions, when it comes to reminders, workflows, and it's more robust. But if you don't want to pay for Calendly, this is really good. This is handy, right? Now what we're gonna do is create invite, and we have our magic link. So this link is our application link. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to our opt-in page. We're gonna open the editor, and we are going to change the link. Not here. I almost made a mistake. So I guess not even here too. So general, on submit, go to this. All right. So what's gonna happen is once people click here, let's wait for it to save, and let's just preview. Right. So what is gonna happen is once people click here, they're going to enter, let's say Dell, and let's say enter our email, and take me to step 2. So look what happens. We ended up on our Zcal page where we can pick a time and a date, right? For example, 11:30. We're going to enter all of those questions. You see, these are the questions that we're going to add. And this is the option that we left open. So we can add guests if that's something you want people to have the option to do. All right. And we can answer these questions. Let me just answer, just a bunch of numbers and test, and test. All right. And what is going to happen is schedule a meeting, and it is going to redirect us in 2 seconds, 1 second, and I just received an email from Zcal telling me that, hey, I have a new appointment. All right. And as you can see, we ended up on the instructions page. All right. This is an application funnel that is ready to go. I mean, you can even start using it without any additional, features or any additional emails or stuff like that. This is basically, a working application funnel that you can just go right ahead and use. All right. So, yeah, isn't this amazing? All right. Isn't this better than sending people to a website and having them getting lost with all of those unnecessary info, or sending people straight to your Calendly page and not give them the right answer for the questions, not give them a proper customer experience. All right. So yeah, that's it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to another tool, which is MailerLite and Zapier, and we're going to set up the remaining steps. All right. Now we are in Zapier. All right. As I told you, Zapier is an integration tool that helps you integrate or communicate between 2 apps. All right. Now we have MailerLite. All right. And we have Clickfunnels. So let me give you also a look over MailerLite. So MailerLite is an autoresponder and email marketing tool that offers a free option, a free plan up to 2,500 subscribers. So more than 2,500 subscribers, you're gonna have to pay for that. Now, obviously, as I said before, if you have 25 subscribers, it means that you have a business that is working, and you can certainly afford that. It's not like it's very expensive. I think it's under $50 a month, which is Clickfunnels is almost the double of that. So you can definitely use MailerLite to cut the costs when you're just starting out. And once you have a solid base for your business, you have ongoing clients, you have a solid revenue, you can invest in more paid tools. The one that I can recommend is obviously ActiveCampaign, which is the best out there when it comes to these kind of funnels. So you would not go wrong with that once you are ready to upgrade, of course. So what we can do, this is one of the accounts that I have, and so what I'm gonna do is I am going to Zapier. All right, I'm going to Zapier, and let's create a new Zap, because what we're gonna do is we're going to transfer the info that we get from people who, you remember that pop-up. So when people get or enter their information on that pop-up, we don't want it to keep, let's say, or to stay on Clickfunnels. We want it to go to our autoresponder so we can use that list later on. Because if you want to use the information, I mean, you can access that information, but you cannot send those people emails. Using Clickfunnels, you have to upgrade. So what we can do is we're gonna export those contacts into MailerLite, and then later you can export those into a CSV format and store them whatever you want, or you can just store them into MailerLite, all right? Or if you change apps, you can migrate those into another app. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go to Zapier and we're gonna create a new Zap, all right? And we're going to look for Clickfunnels. Very good. So we're going to choose an event, new contact activity, new failed purchase, new successful purchase. We're gonna do new contact activity, right? So let's give it a little bit of time. I'm gonna click on continue, and we're gonna click on continue. Now here I have already logged in to my account. So if you don't see the step as it is, it means that you haven't connected your account. So you're gonna need to connect your account, all right? Easy, just like with a simple click. You're going to click here, it's going to open Clickfunnels, gonna enter your credentials for Clickfunnels, and then it's going to connect your account, all right? Very easy. Now, we don't want all funnels. This is very important. We just want, a custom, a specific funnel. What is our funnel? Let's just look for it. Application funnel template. This is the funnel, all right? Funnel step, opt-in, all right? And we're gonna click on continue. And then it's going to test our trigger, because this is the trigger, all right? Once a contact is added, Zapier is going to transfer that contact into MailerLite, right? So here it actually detected one of the contacts that we tested with, which is my own, all right? And we're gonna click on continue. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for MailerLite. MailerLite, not classic, all right? This is the previous version. We're gonna go with the newer version, all right? Now, event, what we're gonna do, we're going to add a subscriber to a group, right? We're going to connect MailerLite. So MailerLite is connected, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're going to pick a group, all right? And we can, let's say, go to MailerLite, create a new group, all right? Let's call it application funnel template, all right? And we're going to use that group. You can call it whatever you want, all right? I'm gonna create or refresh fields. So our group is going to show up. What we're gonna do, application, it's not showing up. Maybe. Value, application. Let's try to refresh. Let's even try to refresh the whole page. Maybe it's going to show up. Yeah. Very good. Email. I'm gonna choose the email, all right, of the person. I'm gonna click on continue. And then we're gonna test the action. As you can see, our Zap is ready. Now let's move to another step. So before we move on, I forgot something. We have to publish the Zap in order for it to start working. All right, so let's click on publish. Publish now. And now it is published. So what is the next step? Next step is the emails that we're going to send to people who are going to apply for our program, all right? So we're gonna go to Zapier again. So this is our Zap that we just created. Now we can create another Zap, all right? Click create, new Zap, and now we're here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to look for Zcal, all right? Why Zcal? Because since Zcal is our scheduling app, it is our trigger on to exactly know when people did apply for our call, for the free call. All right. If we choose Clickfunnels, it's not going to be a good measurement, because when people apply in Clickfunnels, they do not really apply. They just like move to the next step to before they start applying. But in Zcal, it is the actual application. So once we receive an information from Zcal, it means that someone did really apply for the free call. All right, this is why we use Zcal. All right, so now we're gonna have a bunch of events. Now first, you need to connect Zcal. All right, so just follow the steps that is going to give you. You have to go to account and integrations, and then click on connect and click on generate API key. Now copy that key and paste it wherever in the window that is going to show up here, and click connect, and it's going to be connected. All right, now it's going to show a bunch of events. Now make sure first choose event created, all right? And it's going to scan, continue, and then test your trigger. So now it's going to scan the events. And now we're only going to choose the event that we have created for this funnel. And let's start. You're going to need to look for the name, all right? And if we remember the name of our event, it was application funnel test. All right, so we're gonna look for that name. Let's see event A. Yes, this is the event, because we want the action to only be triggered when this exact event is triggered. All right, is concerned. We don't want this for other events. That's going to be a mess. All right, we only want to apply these emails for this specific event. Now click on continue. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to use Gmail, right? We're going to use Gmail because that is basically our the tool that we're going to send emails with. All right. Now we're gonna choose an event, send email. Click on continue. Make sure your Gmail account is connected to Zapier. All right. Follow the steps that it gives you to connect your Gmail account. Click on continue. Now we're going to add the action. Now in this field, we're going to choose the email of the person that booked the event. So invitee email. All right. Because that's the address that we're going to send the email to. All right. If you want to send multiple addresses, use that. If you want to send yourself a copy of the email, you can enter yourself here. All right. Now use your own email. I'm going to use mine. All right. Let's not use the same as your funnel repertoire, the second email. And from name, you're going to use your name. All right. Example, Abdel. And reply to is going to be the same email. All right. It's not necessary to use this, but you can enter your own, for example, email. And subject line. Now we're going to enter the content of the email. Well, I have a bunch of emails ready to use that are created for that specific funnel for my client. All right. So the first subject line is going to be, "We got your application," and this email is going to be sent, immediately after someone applies to our program. All right. So immediately after the application, we're going to send them this email. They're going to obviously receive a confirmation email from Zcal, but this is a more personalized email that we're going to introduce our own messaging. All right. For example, "Hey, this is an email that I've used. We're gonna reuse it again so you can have an idea of how to do it." All right. As you can see, this is the email. I'm gonna adjust a little bit here, the formatting and the spacing, as it is a little bit too much. All right. Now, sadly, you cannot really format the way you want here. All right. And that's a little bit of let's say the downside of using Zcal, because if we were using Calendly and using ActiveCampaign, we would be able to set this up inside ActiveCampaign and use this, let's say, and format the email like we want, right? But since we're using Zcal, it's a little bit of a workaround, but it actually works perfectly, all right? So as we can see here, I'm not sure why the spaces have gotten a little bit shorter. Maybe we should have been more careful. No, let's just keep it here. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna change the name. I'm not sure if we can use the name of the person here, but apparently, yeah, we can. Very good. We can add also more events, all right? More details if you want. You can add, you can include the answers for they have provided, but I guess that's all already been sent by Zcal, all right? You can add any kind of information to your email as you want, right? Now, this is an immediate email that is going to be sent, but we have other emails that are going to be sent after a certain time, all right? So that's why we give people heads up for the application and not allow them to book a call for maybe like the same day or the next day, because we want them to receive our emails, all right? And in order for us to send them emails, we're gonna need some time, so at least 3 days, so they can receive the emails and get them prepared for the call, right? So not extending more than 3 days, because they can easily forget about the call, and we don't want that. I mean, if you don't want to send all of these and you want to set up the call with people right away, it's your choice. But for me, I'm more worried about qualifying people and ending up with a solid prospect. And if I set up a call within the next 2 to 3 days and someone is really interested in joining my program, they will not forget about it, because they will obviously be receiving emails, they will be receiving reminders, and they are interested in the program. They have a solid problem, so they're thinking about their problem every single day, and I have the solution, so they would not be forgetting about me just yet. All right? So I guess if you have a signature here, you can add that signature if you want. It's going to take the signatures that you use from Gmail. All right. If you want to add any attachments, you can do that and click on continue and then test action. So our email is ready. Now we're not going to publish just yet, because I'm gonna show you something that you can add. Now, the next email that we want to send, we're not going to send it immediately like this one. We're going to add some kind of a delay, all right? We're going to send it maybe like 1 hour later, or maybe like 24 hours later, all right? Depending on what the content of the email was, 24 hours. So we're going to wait a little bit for maybe like 24 hours to send the next email, depending on the content. Let's read. I'm super stoked to welcome you to the Launch Product Career family. We're here to provide you with information, help, and support you need to make your product manager dream role a reality. We're committed to making sure you're as close to your dream position as possible, and do everything we can to support you. Okay, so this is very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this email 1 hour later. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this plus sign, all right? And you're going to add a delay, all right? But delay for, all right? Let's say, let's say add 1 hour, all right? So 1 hours. What other options that we have? Yeah, 1 hour. Now we're gonna continue, all right? Test action. Then we're going to add another action here, which is, let me just duplicate this one, and I'm going to drag it. I'm going to reorder this one under here, all right? So do you see how this happens now? We're going to send, once an event is created, it's going to be sent in an email. And Zapier is going to wait for 1 hour and then send another email. So we're going to send this email right here. So we're going to copy this and hit continue, and then we're going to change the subject line, and we're going to change the content of the email, right? Let's go here, and let's go here, right? So we have a lot of spaces going on. So as you can see, I kept this information because we wanted to, I'm not sure if these, yeah, I thought so. Alrighty, this is our email. So I'm gonna click on continue, test action, and that's it. we have 2 emails. Now, for the rest of the emails, we're going to do the same thing, all right? Get ready to become a PM superstar. Now, this is a confirmation email. This email will be sent automatically to people unless they do not qualify, unless they haven't answered the questions that we have talked about or we have requested in our application form in Zcal, all right? So if they do not answer those questions, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just send them an email telling them that, hey, your application has been refused, right? And unless, I'm sure you're gonna have, come across those type of people, but I guess if you do exactly what I told you and what I showed you, and you write a perfect and good copy for your service and describe it well, use a video, use all of these steps, I'm sure you're gonna have more high quality appointments or leads than those of low quality, or people who are just not interested and just like want to get a free value. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add another delay for 24 hours, and we're going to set up this email. All right, great news, your application has been accepted, and we're super excited to meet you and provide you with more information about the Launch Product Career Program. This also means that our appointment will still hold place on insert date and insert time. All right, so you can use these when you add the email, and use those fields when you modify the body that we've seen earlier. But before our session, there's just one tiny thing we need from you. You see, being able to successfully land a PM. Here, I'm giving them more exercise, all right, more appointment. So I'm asking them to ask these specific questions. And if they do answer these questions, this means that they will be, really very interested in getting in hopping in our call and also joining our program. If they do not answer this, it means that they probably would not convert during the call, and they're just going to get this is not 100% sure. So you can leave people and give them the option to hop on a call without answering these questions, all right? But this is a very good sign that they are a plus lead, and they are very interested in joining your program. So we have a bunch of other emails. This is a refusal emails that you can send to people. You will not be setting this up in Zapier. You're going to send this manually using maybe your Gmail, all right? So we wanted to update you on your application to Launch Product Career. First off, thank you so much for taking the time to apply and show interest in our program. Unfortunately, we have to let you know that we won't be able to offer you a spot in the program right now. You can pause this page, and you can copy it if you want. All right. That's it. We have, let's just launch, publish as our funnels. Yeah, let's delete this. All right. I'll leave you do the rest yourself. We're gonna publish this right now, and we have our funnel that is ready. All right. So if we go and test everything out, already tested that the structure of the pages work. Now we just need to test the emails if they work, and that's it. So I'm gonna try to end the video here. I hope it's been not too long for you. I tried to make it as short as possible so you get the best value out of this small training. As you can see, this is way better than using a website. This is way better than using sending people straight to your calendar or using a Linktree page. This is professional work. This will give more credibility to your service than any website can do. All right. I know that some industries do have a relationship with websites. They do things. They do like to do things in a formal way, traditional way, classic way. But when it comes to business, this is what works. All right. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. and leave any comment below, all right? Or send it to share it with someone that you might think would help them to set up a application funnel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.